Oh, this used to be the lobby right here.
Yes.
This was
Nellie
the-
Perez points through a scorched
that's
hole
the
in the
lobby?
wall.
Or that's the
the
lobby.
retail
This is
counter.
the retail counter. Those are all the P.O. boxes that are facing against that wall.
We're standing inside what's left of a charred building. Layers of drywall and insulation have burned away, leaving just the wooden beams that used to hold up the building from the inside. Between them, you can still see mail containers and old envelopes on the ground. Behind us, Perez's friends Ana Garcia and Diana Juarez watch. They used to work here.
Our retirements might be pay might be in jeopardy if we step in there.
This building used to be the post office in Niland, a small town on the north end of Imperial County, where Perez, Juarez, and Garcia grew up. But in February 2022, a fire partially destroyed the building, cutting off direct access to the mail for Niland and surrounding communities. That was more than 2 years ago. As of now, residents still haven't gotten any concrete updates on when they'll see the post office reopen. Instead, community leaders say the closure has forced some people to drive 50 miles to pick up their mail and delay deliveries of medication, paychecks, and other essential services. Again, Ana Garcia.
It's been a hardship. Our community is 67% poverty. There's limited transportation. Some do not have transportation. We have many that are elderly. We have disabled. We have homeless. So the mail is very important to them. It carries their life.
The Postal Service declined an interview request. In an email, a spokesperson said they were committed to finding a new facility and continuing service in the area. Niland's post office had served Northern Imperial County for more than a century. Its service areas also included Bombay Beach, an old waterfront resort town, and Slab City, an isolated community of squatters and artists to the east. After the fire, USPS redirected customers south to Calipatria to pick up their mail. But from the beginning, residents say there were problems.
There was chaos with us receiving our mail.
Andra Dakota is a Niland resident and a member of the Slab City community.
People would receive mail that is addressed to other people, would be missing their mail, including my very own personal mail like bank statements and medical records.
The distance was another challenge. Niland to Calipatria is a 16-mile round trip, and community leaders said that was a struggle for some people, partly because 2/3 of all Niland residents count as low income, according to the 2020 census.
I know so many people that don't have vehicles. I know so many people that are elderly.
Diana Juarez again.
If it's, frustrating to me that I have a way, I can imagine those people that don't.
Other residents had an even longer trek. From Bombay Beach, Calipatria is more than 50 miles round trip. A year into the closure, USPS started sending a mail truck into Niland, where residents could come pick up their mail a few days every week. That's helped ease the loss, but it isn't a full replacement. To residents, it seems like the Postal Service isn't interested in repairing the old post office. Again, USPS wouldn't comment on that, but they have been searching for a new building that could serve as a replacement. One option currently under consideration is a vacant preschool near the old site. However, negotiations between the Postal Service and the local school district have dragged on, leaving residents frustrated at the lack of concrete updates.
When do we want our post office back? Now!
Last month, Perez, Juarez, and Garcia organized a protest. More than a dozen community members gathered outside the burned-out building, waving colorful signs. For many, the effort to save the post office is also about more than just the mail. In the 60s, Niland was a thriving farm town, a hub for tomatoes in the valley, and home to a tight-knit Filipino community. But over the decades, many of those farms went out of business, and the number of people in town has plunged since then, forcing salons, restaurants, banks, and even the library to close their doors. Back inside that burned-down building, Perez says the post office was one of the last meeting places left.
I used to come and talk to Diana when she didn't have any customers. We just talk over the counter.
What did you guys talk about?
Everything, everybody, everything.
That hub of life is also something they want to save. Kori, Suzuki, KPBS News, Niland.